Sees Richard up bright and early at Rolvenden Shed in company with Adrian, one of the railway's young volunteer workers. Their task is to spruce up Linda ready for its day's work. Tasks of this kind are rarely seen by visitors to the line, and although a basic cosmetic operation, travellers using the line expect to see a clean engine on their train.
After you've done this, use another wrap to take it off it.
I see.
Engine cleaning is the first step on the ladder for any enthusiast who aspires to become a fireman and eventually a driver. Here, Adrian explains to Richard what has to be done and also explains the functions of various parts of the engine. In BR days, some of the larger loco depots used steam hoses working under high pressure to remove grease and grime from the running gear. This was certainly a more effective way of tackling this constant problem.
What is this red thing for?
It's the connecting rod. It connects the wheels to each other so that they all go around the wheel at the same speed, and if one wheel begins to spin, so do all the rest.
What are you using to clean it?
It's the same mixture as we used on the wheel, just up there.
What, paraffin and oil?
Yes, right. Give it a good rub. It's time to feed her again.
Does it get a good finish?
Should do it properly.
What time did you get down here today, Edward? What time do you have to get ready and everything?
Get up at 6:30.
6:30?
Yeah.
You do that every day?
I'm down here at 7. Not every day, it's about once every week.
The upper part of the engine is now cleaned, with metal polish being used to shine up the nameplate.
Brass knife, type of metal polish.
This particular engine, one of the J94 class and often referred to as austerities, was previously owned by the National Coal Board. It spent many years working at Maesteg in South Wales. A total of 485 were built and many have been preserved. Having completed the task of cleaning, Richard, keen as ever, asks the driver what the lamp over the buffer is for. It is in fact for train identification, a sort of code.
What's this tube here for? This one here.
The driver also explains the function of the vacuum brake pipe, which is for connection of the engine's brake control through the pipe to the coaches. Finally, he points out the other pipe, which is for connection of steam from the engine's boiler to heat the coaches in cold weather.
What happens if it wasn't there? What would happen?
Well, it's cold without that. With this, you must have a brake through the frame. It all works on a fail-safe system anyway.
The final stage of preparation is attending to the various oiling points. An oil can with a long spout is needed, plus an agility to work in cramped spaces. Even a simple shunting engine such as this one must have efficient lubrication. There are many bearings and metal slide bars with movement hidden under the boiler, and all have to be carefully cleaned and oiled. If a bearing runs dry, it gets very hot and the surface could disintegrate. This would result in an expensive, time-consuming spell in the workshops.
Now here you have what we call trimming, so wishing, and the attaches the wood, soaks it all up, and then it goes down a hole in the side there, it connects up to the pipe down there. And that controls the amount of oil go down there for slow rates. And you can alter the rate of it.
The engine now moves over to the inspection pit, to have a boiler blowdown to remove any scale deposits from the boiler. An impressive, if noisy, spectacle. Here, the coal bunker, which has a capacity of 240 tons, is being topped up by a mechanical tipper. In bygone days, this would have entailed coal being shovelled by hand into the bunker from an adjacent coal wagon. Dousing down the footplate with hot water helps to keep the footplate clean, especially after a coaling up operation. Richard finally makes his way onto the footplate, but there's still more work to be done. The water tank has to be filled up, and as it holds 1,200 gallons, this can take quite some time. Linda, with Richard on board, finally moves off ready for its day's work as it negotiates the road level crossing outside Rosendale Station. This crossing is much busier. It's on the main road to Tenterden, and it has larger gates too. At Tenterden Station, with the engine coupled up to its train and some time to spare, Richard decides to have a break with his friend Paul. The attractive building in the